Vic is young, Alec.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yes, Vic is young. That excuses everything.
Well, not everything, but a lot.
Listen, you are poor, aren't you, when you're young? That's what being young's about. Anyway, she's not poor. She gets 50 a month. When I was young, I knew what poverty was.
Oh, sheep's head suppers and the tally, man.
Oh, well, it didn't do me any harm.
£50 a month. It's a flaming that's a lot of pints, is that?
Shut up.
I'm on your side.
That's why I say, shut up.
Just don't call her shoulder, Alec. And when I say she's young, all I mean is she's not learned when to hold back.
You can say that again, can't you? I mean, I get a VAT demand for 3,500. She asks for a rise. Be warned, Jack. Any ideas on those lines? Bottle them.
Of course, boss.
Oh, my God.
Who's that?
It's the health inspector. Smile. Ah, hello, good afternoon. How nice to see you again. Social visit, is it? Can I tempt you to a beverage?
No to both, thanks all the same. It's the kitchen I'm here for. No need for you to join me. I know where to go.
What are you smirking at?
Nothing.
You know, sometimes I think I'm in hell.
Can I start smiling now?
Yes, I must admit, it was a different world. Mind you, you'll appreciate that now you've seen this place.
That's as may be, but you seem to acclimatise very quickly.
Oh, I'm not saying I couldn't get used to it.
Hope I'm not interrupting. You must be Mrs. Watkins. We spoke on the phone.
Oh? Mrs. Gilroy?
Yes. And is my little lad looking after you? Do you know, to tell you the truth, it's nice to meet one of his friends. Because you know what they can be like at his age. They don't like bringing the friends home to meet the mothers, do you not, eh?
Look, can I just have a word?
Look, smoking again. How many times do I have to tell you? You'll stunt your growth, you will. Do you know his father was 6'3"? And look at him. Tell me something, Cherry. It is Cherry, isn't it?
Yes.
You can settle an argument here. There's some say that he takes after his dad. I think he's got a look of me about him. What do you think?
Well...
Would you excuse us just a minute?
What does it matter as long as he loves his mother? And he does, you know, don't you? Come on, you can say it. Don't you love your mother?
All right, that's enough. I said that's enough.
Tantrums time again.
Look, I'm sorry. Sherry, I apologise. What can I say? There seems to have been a bit of a misunderstanding.
Yes, and I'm beginning to think I'm the one who's made it.
No, it's my fault. It's entirely my fault.
And have you cleaned your teeth this morning? You know, I send him up to the bathroom every morning. Do you know what he does? Shuts himself in and reads his Beano.
I said that's enough.
Oh. Do you mean I don't have to pretend anymore?
I mean, all you're doing is embarrassing our guests. That's all you're doing with this ridiculous performance.
Oh, so I can be your wife again, can I? Been raised from the dead, have I?
You're Alec's wife?
Normally, love, yes.
I'm very pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you and Alcott.
I'm sorry if there's been any misunderstanding.
Suggesting I was dead?
I did not suggest you were dead.
How else do you get to become a widower?
Look, will you let me speak? Can I speak?
Speak all you want.
You see, where the confusion's arisen, Sherry, this is my second wife. Whereas, in fact, it was my first wife who passed away.
I see.
Quite recently, actually, yes. So, when you and I met and, you know, we were talking and you asked me about my home circumstances, that must have been at the forefront of my mind.
He just forgot he'd remarried. Now, that can happen to anybody.
But it is all my fault, and I do apologise.
Oh, that's perfectly all right.
Well, that's very generous of you. Very, Sherry. Well, I think that's given us all a bit of an appetite, hasn't it? What about a bite of lunch?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I don't think I'll have time for that.
Oh, but I thought you...
Yes, but it took me rather longer to get here than I thought. So, I just think I'll finish this and be on my way.
The answer is the cactus. Eh? The cactus. Now, to all intents and purposes, a prickly, hostile creature.
A bit like Alec.
When you cut a cactus, you get milk. Now, mix that milk with gravy browning and bingo.
Get the trots for a week.
And all the waters of them. Give us a pint, will you?
There's no drinks without an empty glass. Now then, what did they say at the town hall?
Well, the town hall's closed. Anyway, it's got nothing to do with the town hall. It's the water company.
Well, have you been on to the water company?
Well, of course I've been on to the... What do you think I've been doing?
Well, and?
Well, they say I've got a fault, yes.
Surely they've got an emergency squad.
Well, I think it was them that turned it off in the first place.
So what you're saying is we know as much now as we did before you set off?
No, we now know that there is a fault and it's being rectified. They're doing the best they can.
Look, you see this?
Yes.
Well, you see more than I do because there's no coming out of it. And without what comes out of this tap, Alf, I'm finished.
Well, that doesn't affect your beer, does it?
Means we can't wash it down as much as we usually do.
Look, we have to wash the glasses, haven't we? We've got to provide male and female toilet facilities, otherwise we close.
Look, it's not going to take all that.
How long?
Well...
How long, Alf?
Well, a day. 2 days, maybe.
2 days? Well, I'm sorry, that's not good enough. You realise 2 days could cost me a whole month's profit?
Look, I'm doing all I can, Alec.
Now, look, I have spent good money and time getting you elected onto this council. Now, you just get out there and start living up to the reputation I've built for you.
What I want to know is there a mouse loose and all?
Of course there isn't. The mouse has gone, I said.
Oh, yeah, you said the spider had gone. Next thing I find it squashed on my work surface.
With me bare hands. Yeah, and that reminds me, should I have a tetanus jab?
Why did it bite you?
Well, it could have done. It's got mandibles.
Alec.
What?
Not in front of Jack.
I'm a married man, I know what mandibles are.
I kept thinking I saw something move. I were right. I were working with a man-eating spider.
Don't be absurd. And let this be a lesson to you. You could have had us closed down today, madam.
Me?
Yes, working without a hat, defying every rule of hygiene.
Oh, well, that about takes the cake, that does. You smoke in there, you leave your dog ends in an ashtray, let a spider run loose, set a mouse to it, squash it flat on my work surface, then talk to me about hygiene.
And I don't need answering back. You're to wear that hat at all times. You hear?
Yes, Pop. The kettle heard.
Gap in the ceiling, do you see? Little bits of food drop down there. They attract flies, spiders, silverfish, you name it. I mean, a property of this age, it's got livestock built into the woodwork.
Yes, I'll have it seen to.
Well, I should, because if there's any sign of infestation, I'll have no choice but to shut you down immediately.
Yes, quite right, of course. Yes.
But in general, you're on the right lines. I mean, the tiling's of a good standard, the oven's fine now, and you've got a good washable floor surface. What's the matter?
Nothing.
Though, do be aware of how the dirt builds up. Do you see?
Oh, yeah.
Needs cleaning every day. I mean, it might look okay, but the build-up's imperceptible. Got that?
Yes, I have.
Particularly the corners and edges, a microscopic build-up of dirt, and you're looking for trouble. I mean, you can start with insects and you end up with vermin. Got that?
Definitely.
Now, you must impress on your kitchen staff the need at all times to wear a hat.
I will, yes. Is that all?
No, the oven needs regular cleaning. You see, already there's a build-up. Set aside a day a week for cleaning it.
Yes, I will.
And of course, if I find any more cigarette ends in here, I'll have to take action. Do you understand?
What sort of action?
Try me and find out. What is wrong with you?
It's just a spasm, you know. I get them.
What, back problem?
Yeah.
Oh, my sympathies. Nothing worse. Now, I've been through the regulations involving fresh and cooked meats with your cook.
Good.
But I've been keeping my eye on you. You never know when I'm going to be in the area. Is that understood?
Oh, yes, understood. Emphatically understood.
I should get that seen to.
I will. It's silly to let it drag on, isn't it?
I'll see myself out.
Yeah.
It's gone then. Oh my God, what's that?
Well, it was either a Mexican mouse-eating spider or it's 500 quid down the sink. Take your pick.
It's just he is terribly.
Hey, having a right good lunch, bet. I met old Sid Haythwaite in Cash and Carry. He took me to the Conservative Club for a game of billiards. You know, I haven't played billiards in years. I made him look a right amateur.
Yeah, well, you're good at that, aren't you, Alec?
I've always been a dab-on with a cue.
Yeah, I know. You pot your way through life, not really caring who you sink along the way.
What's that supposed to mean?
A screw shot here, a stun there, a little swerve into the corner when it suits you.
Oh, yes, very clever. And how can we have that in plain words?
One word will do. Betty.
Betty?
Yes, you know, loyal Betty who's served us so well all these years.
Yes, well, that's a matter of opinion and all.
Yes, well, my opinion for what it's worth is that you should apologise.
For what?
You know for what. Just do it, eh?
Look, if you're referring to that pep talk I gave him out there, I was only trying to get more work out of them. They spend all day in there, you know, chatting.
Unlike some who spend all day in the con club playing billiards.
Ah, yes, well, I'm nice and seabed, aren't I? If I want to spend all day in the Conservative Club, that's up to me.
Not if your staff walk out. You could be stuck behind that bar forever. Now, I'm going to be charitable, Alec. You just pick your moment, and we'll say no more about it, eh?
Don't you look lovely? I'm really happy for her.
How can you be happy for someone who's married to Baldwin?
She loves him and he loves her. I hope it all works out for her. So do I, for all our sake.
I really missed this wedding thanks to you. You cheese-paring little lickpenny.
That's what I did say,
You said don't buy another hat.
You could have come out.
You what? With me we'd have to. You cheap jack little money grabber.
Yes, if you'd like to come through, we're just about to start serving the food now. There you go, Sally.
Oh, Alec, you're like a badly trained sheepdog.
I'm sorry here. I'm sorry, Sally. It seems to be broken.
Oh, it's all right, Mr. Gilroy.
They don't want your apologies. They want compensation. They're going to have to go out and get another present now, aren't they?
No, listen, it's all right. It's the thought that counts.
Yes, of course. How much did you reckon?
How much? Just listen to him. He'll be after you for a receipt next.
Oh, no, honestly, it's all right. It don't matter.
Don't worry, Sally, love. We'll put it down to education. I'm trying to teach him. It's avarice. It doesn't pay. Sal?
I get it.